Hi everyone, I'm Lara from gosimpli.ca. Today I have another cool down video for you. This is an upper body focus one, so probably really well to use after you've done some weightlifting or at least a workout that has had a lot of focus on push-ups and planks and that kind of activity. You don't need any equipment. Most of these are going to be left side, right side because you have two arms. And it should take us about 6 minutes to get through. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so we're going to start with a bit of a boxer shuffle here. Depending on what kind of work you've done before, your height might still be really high, or maybe it's kind of cooled down a bit. So we just want to get a little bit warm so that our muscles aren't cold when we're going into stretch. So we're going to do these moves for about 30 seconds a piece, roughly. So in just a couple seconds here, we're going to switch to a high knee march. Okay, so we'll switch. So we're going to do a high knee march. I'm also going to do just sort of like jumping jack arms here. Okay, just to get a good range of motion. Again, this isn't meant to get your heart rate up really high. We're just looking at some flexibility things here, mainly. Trying to alleviate, if you've just done weightlifting, then trying to alleviate sore muscles that might be showing up probably tomorrow. They don't tend to show up the same day. Now we're just going to switch to just a toe tapping to the side and swinging your arms ventrically across your body. Again, just loosening things up a bit. If you've done a lot of weightlifting, your muscles get really, really, really tight. So just loosening them up. Try as you're going to switch which arm goes on top every time you cross in front. Just to keep things balanced. It's always good to be balanced. Okay, then we're going to switch to just a tricep. So I'm going to start with my left arm, pull it over behind my head, in between my shoulder blades there, okay? Pulling it down. Important thing, try to keep looking sort of straight ahead. You don't want to be looking down or having your head twisted to the side. If you've been doing some weightlifting, then this will feel really nice to lengthen out that muscle. Okay, and then we're going to switch to the right side. So again, same thing between the shoulder blades there as best you can. Using your above arm to pull down. Okay, and you should definitely, you should feel the stretch. There might be, a tiny bit of discomfort, but this shouldn't be painful. You're not pushing so hard that it hurts. You shouldn't have to grit your teeth or furrow your brow here. In just a few seconds here, we're going to switch to an arm crossing over the chest. So take your left arm, pull it across your chest nice and tight, a little bit close, not too low down. You definitely want to feel that stretch in and along the arm here. So pull it nice and tight across. Now you'll notice sometimes that I'm rocking back and forth here, and that's just because, well, I can't stand still, but it's also because I don't like to have any pooling of blood in my legs. I don't like to lock out my knees. I find that it just isn't comfortable. So you can move if you want, but if you're comfortable to stay put, that's fine too. So we'll switch arms here. You can, sometimes I use like my forearm to pull it in. You can use your hand across, as long as you're feeling the stretch in here. And then in just a few seconds, we're going to switch to a bent over, sort of a toe touch with a chest expansion. Okay, so putting your feet here just a little bit more than hip width, shoulder width apart, bending down. You can try putting your hands sort of under your shoes here to give a bit of a pull down so you feel that stretch in between the hamstrings here. But again, because we're doing upper body, let's do a chest expansion, pull your arms up behind, then I like to just let my head just sort of hang, and I'll feel a greater stretch up into the back of my shoulders there. And next up, we're going to do some forearm stuff. So I like to just put my arm up and then pull with my right hand. I'm pulling my left fingers back, and I'll feel it all underneath in my forearm there. Actually, it feels really good. You don't have to even really be exercising to get tight muscles in there. Working on a computer or lots of handwriting can definitely make those muscles feel tight. we'll switch. So we get the right forearm there and the left hand is pulling back. Okay, so you're pulling back so you feel that tension. Again, not until there's any pain. That pain is never a good sign. Just a few more seconds here. And then we're going to switch to pulling our wrist, our hands down and feeling sort of across the top of the arm. There. And again, just holding that for about 30 seconds so that, it gives our muscles some time to register that we're actually stretching them. Perfect, and in just a few seconds, of course, we need to do the other side. And this is our last exercise here for our stretch. Okay, we have just a couple more seconds here on this side. Perfect. So if you've done all these stretches with me, hopefully any stiffness or soreness will be at least a lot less tomorrow after your upper body workout. If you want to add any others to this, absolutely do that on your own time, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Thanks for joining me.